Yo, what is up, my dudes? Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I typically play Fortnite with this controller. This is the Scuf Infinity. It's around, I'll call it a $200 controller. I've seen it go on sale for about 160 bucks. You can also always get 5% off with code Upshall. Hashtag ad. But it does come with the option to add on controller paddles on the back as well. It's got like digital bumpers on it. My build personally is a $200 controller with the digital bumpers. It's got a really nice, like, I like this little shell it's got. I just added a little bit of customization with the buttons as well. But it's a really nice controller, has really, really good input lag. But enough of that, I wanted to use the cheapest controller I could find, and that, I think, is the Nacon Compact. I managed to find this thing on eBay for 20 bucks, and, yeah, we're going to compare the two controllers. I want to see if this thing's actually usable. I've never been able to find a controller cheaper than $20 that seems to be, like, decent and not totally, like, trash. Nacon actually makes, like, a semi... I'll call it like a pro controller. I've tried it and personally really didn't like it. I found the joysticks loose. That controller cost 160 bucks. So this thing I found for 20 bucks. And yeah, it's made by the same manufacturer. This is going to be interesting. So just to give you guys a quick little side-by-side comparison, this thing is like a little bit smaller than like the regular DualShock 4 or the Scuf Infinity. It's also curved in on the sides, which is really kind of awkward. For claw gripping, because it's curved in, it just doesn't feel near as nice. Plus the buttons, I don't know if you can really see that, they're a lot like bigger. They have a lot, they come out farther on the actual controller, like that way, so it makes it kind of weird and almost like abrasive on your hands when you're hitting them. Aside from that, the actual triggers are like super flimsy. There's pretty much no give to them at all. I can definitely see myself accidentally hitting these a lot. And the actual joysticks are tiny, bro. Like, they have no travel to them, and they are like, there's no height to them at all. They are little tiny joysticks. I can't see anybody aside from like little kids preferring a controller like this, just because, like, man, you just absolutely manhandle the thing. Like, look at my hands on this thing. It's absurd. It's so small. You compare that to the DualShock 4 controller or the Scuf Infinity controller. That setup, the claw grip fits a lot nicer in there. The buttons, the triggers, and obviously the bumpers are a lot better. They feel like they're just laid out way better for your hands. If you compare them, the joysticks side by side, you can see like how much higher the joysticks are on the Scuf, and they're also just wider, and the travel of the actual joystick is like so much more, which is just gonna right away just give you a lot more control over what you're doing in game. So obviously the number one thing for you controller players out there is, can you crank 90s with it? Just to give you guys a baseline of what my regular 90s look like. I'm not the greatest builder in the world, but this is what I typically look like when I'm doing 90s. And then I can show you guys some drop downs just so you guys can see what that looks like. Right? So that's about the pacing and that's like pretty typical editing for me. All right, so let's try that now with the Nacon just to look at things. This thing immediately, the joysticks feel ridiculously small in my hand. I don't even think I can claw grip. It doesn't really like fit my hands in there. Oh my god. Dude, it's like the joysticks themselves are like really difficult to press. I keep hitting my... This is what I mean. When you look at like the build button out on the side, I keep bumping my finger off that build button. It sticks out so far, this circle button does, and it makes it really, really weird to build. I feel like whenever I try to jump, I'm just incidentally hitting that circle button every single time. That wasn't too terrible. Okay. We physically can do 90s. It is happening. But it's god-awful. And it's really weird. I feel like my actual input is totally off. And this little tiny joystick, I feel like I have so much less control. You can see it right there doing 90s. I'm completely over-flicking. Let's try editing down. Oh my god. Whoa. Okay, so the buttons are way less responsive on the top. And again, I'm just totally off right now. Jeez. Oh my god. Dude, I feel like everywhere, like, the top two buttons are really, really, like, easy to bump and cue. This button is just sticking out to the side, and then my whole hand is just freaking manhandling this thing. It's brutal to use. Let's actually try this out in game, though. See if we can actually kill some people, maybe get a dub. I don't know. All right, let's try out some solos with this thing. This is going to be terrible. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it'll be good. We'll see. You can't even L2 spam. I'm not even joking you. The trigger is so big and floppy, you can't even time the L2 spams correctly. Oh my god. I'm washed. Let's go. Alright, dude. Hot drop because we don't care about anything. My fingers, my thumbs are literally slipping off this thing as I use it. This is absurd. I can't keep my left thumb on the controller. I need some freaking gamer grip, dude. Alright, this was a mistake. 100% a mistake. Alright, I'm a savage. We're about to get bodied. Dude, the aim. Dude, the pickaxe doesn't even work! What the hell? Oh, I'm so dead. My pickaxe button doesn't even work, dudes. Woohoo! Dude, we got 2 kills with this piece of crap. Alright, I'm gonna need to literally bind. I'm gonna need a... Oh my god. Alright. Time out, everybody. I need a pickaxe button. Alright, this is our new pickaxe button. Alright. The biggest thing bringing it down for me personally right now is just the joysticks. Getting a little bit of support there with the L2 spam. I can't believe we have 3 kills. This is or 2 kills. This is absurd. SMG might be the play here. If I can't fine-tune my aim, I can always spam my aim. It's really hard to claw grip. I feel like clawing on this controller is borderline useless. I feel like instead of increasing my mobility, it's just decreasing it. Ooh, get beamed, boy! I still got those lasers. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Dude, I'm literally moving at a snail's pace. Reset! Oh my god! Oh shit, dude. I can't do a damn thing right now. Dude, I would emote back, but I don't have an emote button. Oh my god, we were dinking the head on him, dude! Come on! Oh, I feel like such a blob. Dude, I'm gonna say right now, 1 game in, my thumbs are already hurting with this thing. I would like to get a win, but I don't know, man. This thing is so uncomfortable to use. Just because your thumbs are, like, cramped in on top of it. They're not just, like, kind of naturally resting like they do on a DualShock 4. If your hands are any size at all, like, aka if you're not 10 years old, I would definitely not recommend this thing. Purely from just like a ergonomical standpoint, this thing is absolute trash, dude, in comparison to the regular DualShock 4. Like, my thumbs literally feel better just holding that. I don't know why I keep dropping hot with this thing. This is really stupid. So far, though, like, aside from the top buttons being, like, really flimsy, the side button, I'm constantly accidentally hitting my circle button when I go to jump, and the joystick sucking, for $20, this thing is running well. From an input perspective, doesn't feel like there's any, like, super big noticeable input lag. Responding quickly to my movements, it's just so small and so awkward to hold that it's making me play terribly, basically. Oh my god, let me through the door. Let me through the door. Alright, boys. That was incredible. I am alive. With no right to be. And like, I normally always move like a boomer when I'm playing this game, but this is like exceptionally so, dude. Like, my movement is worse than it's ever been using this thing. Dude, I'm getting like wrist cramps just trying to move around. This is awful. Alright, we challenge these though, baby. This guy's way too slick for me right now. Oh my god, this feels so bad. Come on, get in my menus, please. Get off me, brother! Oh, on the wrong button! Oh! Oh! I have, again, no business being alive right now. I have no business being alive right now with this freaking controller. Oh! That's a beam, though. We still hitting those. My joysticks might be a micro penis, but we are hitting those, dude. Let's go. It's actually a ridiculous amount of people at Pleasant right now. I got one dude behind me, which is making me a little sketched. Anybody running into me right now has got to be like, that's the worst Renegade Raider I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, we got a bit of movement. Oh! Dude! I got one pump, brother. I got one pump, dude. Right there, though, like, the thing is, man, I'm trying to line up that SMG shot and track this guy, and because the joysticks are so small, I have just so little control over my aim in that situation. And it's awful, man. Again, like, it's different, like, comparing control freaks, because control freaks are just extending the actual length of the controller. Oh, shit. The actual, like, length of the joystick on the controller, but these things physically have a smaller joystick, both in height and in how far they can travel. They can physically travel less far. One more go, man. I would love to get it done with this thing. I don't know, man. I don't think I can literally use this controller much longer. It is making my hands ache. It feels like I'm using, like, 2 little toothpicks to try and maneuver my character, bro. It's tough out here, man. Alright, I'm 100% getting beat to that roof. My shot now, boy. Dude, my SMG aim is literally the absolute worst. I cannot aim with an SMG right now. No cappers. Oh, I don't have any builds. Goddamn. Right there, too. My character wasn't even sprinting. Like, the joysticks have got to be the worst part of this, man. I mean, I guess I got what I expected. I bought a $20 controller. And I'm talking about it like it should have a comparable result to a Scuf, but, like, that's just not realistic. We are managing to kill people with it, though. I am genuinely kind of shocked by that. I did not expect to be actually able to do anything with it. So, the fact that we're killing anybody, considering it's skill-based matchmaking, is honestly a little shocking. I don't like this. Got him. I like this. 4 kills, boys. We are cleaning and clapping. I feel like the problem is once I leave the starting area and actually have to, like, fight people who have builds, and it's not just scrappy little fights, I'm gonna be totally screwed. The ranged aim with this thing is not bad. Look at me. I have to, like, literally stop. Wrong weapon! Oh my god, dude. This thing is so bad. It's so bad. How many kills is that? Yo, we had 5 Elims with 37% accuracy, though. That's actually not bad, dude. Alright, my hands are literally killing me. Guys, if you want to see me use this video and try to grind out a dub, let's see if we can get like 5,000 likes on this video. If we can get 5,000 likes, I will guarantee a dub on this YouTube channel with this thing. As of right now, my hands are literally aching, so I'm going to give it a rest. Yeah, if you're ever looking up and you see this thing for $20 anywhere, do not buy it unless you want tendonitis, carpal tunnel, any kind of wrist pain you can imagine. Do not buy this controller, not even for your worst friend, dude. Don't do it.